So for this week, we are going to do a very long overdue character known as Mr. Flynn Rider himself. So we're going to do one of these particular concept sketches from the actual book. If you're wondering what the book is, it's just it's the art of Tangled. I got mine from Barnes & Nobles. Pretty sure you can buy them off Amazon or barnesandnobles.com. I actually got mine from the bookstore. So these are all these concept images of Flynn Rider. Before we begin, I must say that it's the utmost importance that we get the nose right. Let's begin. Once again, this artist is Eugene. He did a lot of stuff for Big Hero 6 and everything, especially like Tadashi concept art sketches and everything, just in case you're interested in the original artist. I know a lot of people get Eugene and Eugene Kim's concept art mixed up, so I just want to clarify that. Anyways, what we're going to do for Flynn Rider is first we're going to go ahead and lay out his entire face. So this is his forehead, and then I'm going to go ahead, bring it in, bring it out just a little bit here, so we go out this way, out this way, out this way. And then I'm just going to bring this down, and then I'm going to go ahead and just circle all the way up and around just like that. So we made his forehead, little room for his eye socket. We come down here, make a little bit of a chin down here, and then we just circle up. Now, we are entirely seeing this side of his face more than this side of his face right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my nose line right here, because that's where his nose is gonna start, because once again, we're seeing more of this face than this side. Anyways, what did I say at the beginning? We have to get the nose right. Of course, the nose, and it's always a great way to start is, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna make a line here. After this line, I'm going to take this nose, his nose, I'm gonna go a little bit outward like this. You're gonna come inward, back into his face, so we go like that. Alright, and then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to come back into his face, and you're going to make his actual nose, his actual nostril right here. Then I'm going to come underneath, so we have this part right here. So he doesn't have a hook nose, but it's a very long nose. But you just want to go ahead and give it a little of a point. So it's kind of like, see, here's the point here. Alright, go in. And you want to go ahead and give that little nose ridge like that. Alright, now you're probably thinking, oh, this looks so weird. Anyway, so let's just jump in a little bit more. After this, what we're going to do is we're going to straighten out this side of his face just a little bit more. So we have this line that's coming down over here. Right here. This is the only side of the right side of his face that we see, because this would technically be like the left side of his face. Alright, so what I'm going to do, from this line that we made, I'm going to bring out his chin. You want to make sure Flynn has a very strong chin, very manly strong chin. He's so sexy. Okay. Oh, now that I got that off my chest and I said that out loud. Okay, so we have this side of his face that we do see. Now, if we get rid of some guidelines, so what we do next after this, since we see our nose and everything still, I'm just going to shade this in for now. So I shade in his nose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right underneath his nose here, make a little line, go down and up. So this is more of a straight line, and then up, give a little of a dimple there. And then I'm going to go underneath, and we got his bottom lip, which is just a little bit more boxy. So we go down here, underline it just a little bit like this, and then we have that prominent chin line that's coming down over here like that. Alright, after this, let's get to this side of his face a little bit more, because you're probably looking at it thinking, whoa. Alright, so what I want to do first is we're going to go ahead and bring out this eyebrow line. So yes, this whole eyebrow is basically altering his forehead. Just a little bit, just like that. But this line pretty much stays the same, and this line stays the same as well. If you want, you can go behind it and just shade it, because we know that this is overlapping, overshadowing this side. we barely see his eye over here. We just barely see a line. And then of course we got this ginormous, fantastic eyebrow. And then this, make sure that this stays inward, and then this eventually leads down into his nose. So we got his eyebrow. Right. So like I said, we have this forehead over here that's being stuck out just because of his eyebrow. Now we're gonna go over here, and I'm just gonna lightly make this line right here. Then after that, what I wanna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make this eyebrow. Eyebrows on fleek. All right, so I'm gonna go underneath this eyebrow, and what I wanna do is I'm gonna go out like this, right? Then I'm gonna come on top and just make this a little bit boxy right here. I'm gonna come over here just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and make this line. So I make a little bit of a corner roundabout right there. Then after that, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just make a little line like this, a round line, go underneath that, and back into that line. So another thing is, if you want to do, because we kind of did separate, not separate, just a little bit of a different course than we usually do, but to make sure that they're the same level, here's my eye line. Looks like they're pretty even and everything, since this is the bottom right here. And this is the bottom of the eye right here. So the bottom eyelid, just like this. Then what I want to do is, since we have this part right here, he has a very thick eyelash line. Not eyelashes, but thick eyelash line like this. I'm going to go over here, and I make a circle like that, all right? And of course, I want to keep this fantastic eyebrow. Just color it in, because these nice, dark, awesome eyebrows. Gosh. You know, they said that Flynn is the most perfect man. Like Disney, when they were creating him, they were trying to figure out what was the ideal man for every single woman in the world. Yeah, they nailed it with him. If I don't say so myself. Alright. Anyways, so I'm done talking about Flynn and his perfection. Alright. After this, what we want to do is let's go back to down here and let's give him a little bit more cheekbones, alright? Now, I make this a little bit boxier, alright? From his chin, this just goes inward, alright? Then this will connect, because this is essentially his cheekbones. And this circles up back into his face like this. Alrighty then. Now, let's go ahead and barely give him his ear for right now. We're just going to outline his ear. Now, because we're going to barely outline his ear is just because we need to lay out his hair. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and lay out his hair. So let's start from his awesome bangs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come right over here, a little bit above this eyebrow. I'm gonna go ahead and make a little section of bangs right here, and it's kind of going in front of his eyebrow like this, go back up, and a little straggly hair here. Ready then? Then I'm going to jump back over here. I'm going to make this side of his bangs, and we see more of it. It's kind of frolicking out to the side, just a little bit of a curl. Go outward. This comes back in. And then of course, this is all bang, and we'll come back and we'll fill this in just a little bit more. But his forehead, once again, it is up here, right here. So essentially, this is where one section of his bang starts, and then another section of his bangs just kind of come out over off to the side. But we're gonna leave that forehead right there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back over here, and we're just gonna make this very boxy. So we have one little side of our box here. We're gonna come over here, another box. We're gonna go a little bit inward here, a little inward like that. So we see we went inward. I made this line turn more outwards, inwards, inwards for now. Then I'm gonna come back over here. And we have that part of his section right there. Okay. Now, if we were going to go behind his eye, we're gonna go behind his ear, and we have this part of his section of his hair right here. Okay. Another thing is, oh my God, why is that thing so loud? Another thing is we need to go back to this bang right here, and essentially his hair is going to cut off the top of his ear, and then he's got fantastic hair sideburns things. All right, now let's go ahead and break up his actual hair into sections. Now for Jin Kim with his sketch, he just has like, obviously it's darker back here. Email. It's darker back here because this part is actually hitting the sunlight, and then of course we've got some section of hair here. We have one straggly hair here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and color this in. And we're gonna just break this up a little bit. And this is a whole section right here. So if I were to get rid of this guideline, break this up into pieces of hair, and this is going this way. You know, just go crazy, guys. And of course we've got the start of his nice fluffy hair here. And this is darker than the outside because it's being covered up, overshadowed. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and give him his neck. Now, first thing we see, of course, with Perfect Flynn is his Adam's apple. So we see a little bit of his Adam's apple here, and then we're just going to curve inward. After this, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to give him his collar. So the collar comes up to his hair, right back here, and it chops off that side. Goes inward like this, chop off the collar here, bring this down, and then I go right back around underneath his chin and I give the other side of his collar as well. So this would have gotten rid of this part of his hair that's hiding. Right, and then of course I'm gonna go ahead and shade this in. Right, now the most famous thing about Flynn that we have to give him is his fantastic facial hair. So you don't have to be too crazy with it, because even in Jin Kim's sketch, he doesn't go too crazy. He just gives that good old nice goatee. It's goatee, right? That's what it's called? Yeah, I don't know, it's fantastic. So we have that good fantastic goatee right there. Jin Kim also goes ahead and he gives him fantastic like indentation of his cheekbones, and he just kind of shade that in just a bit. And of course, let's jump to his eye. Give a little bit of a shine. And then of course, let's go ahead and jump to his ear and finish that off. And all that we have right here is just the indentation of the ear right here. Like that. And shade a little bit. Add that. I'm gonna color this in just so we know that's hair. I'm gonna go ahead, bring this down just a bit down here. Bring this out just a little bit. That's a little bit more indentation to his actual shirt and vest. And there we go. There is our 100% awesome manly man, Flynn Rider, from Jin Kim's sketch from the concept art of Tangled. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. What was that? Get out of here. Are you serious? Do you guys see this right now? That's a lady. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today. Make sure you click that subscribe button because I do post a tutorial every Thursday and I do post a vloggity vlog every Saturday as well, on and off again at least. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, like my Facebook page, and make sure you check out all the other videos I have. I don't want you guys to miss anything because there's a lot of doodling, crafty fun, vloggity vlogs, and all that fun stuff. Have a wonderful week. Bye!